Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Like we riding with each other. Ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide. No, we slide. Y'all on offense with no defense. Now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the... And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked for him. Then a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 3rd and 2, Wheeler. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play fake. Murray. That's complete to McBride. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Cardinals at 3-6 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Wheeler. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Rondale Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Cook. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Wheeler. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown! His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Here's Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. The 40. He's at the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he's got this down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Brought down by DJ Wonnum.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down, they go again with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Murray now to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing after the interception, Wheeler. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That is caught by Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down. Wheeler. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A final shot before break. Wheeler got his tight end. That's complete. Brad Smith. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And taken right at the 35. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On play action, it's Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Murray going to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. first down. Murray. And right side, Henry's got it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Murray now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Off play action. Wheeler under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Wheeler. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now Murray off play action, rolling to his right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg. Wheeler. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that last run for a 1st down, it really should be the last stop for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wheeler.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Eric Kendricks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Wheeler. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll look to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And they will take a knee here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Second and 11 at the 41.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Cards are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Operating from the gun, Wheeler. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Back to throw again. Smith catches left side. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well.